When we talk about the last great princess of the Tartarian Empire, we're stepping into a place where real history, hidden history, and myth blur together. It's a tantalizing idea, isn't it? A once glorious empire with roots in the heart of Asia and a reach that touched the Pacific, the Arctic, and the edges of Europe. At its zenith, this vast realm was said to be home to millions across a landscape more expansive than any other. But then just like that, it vanished, erased from maps, from memory, from the flow of time itself. And at the very center of this vanishing act, a princess, the last vestige of a bygone era, holding on to the secrets of a world that no longer exists. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's dive deeper. The word Tartaria echoes across the centuries. It dances on old maps like a phantom limb, a reminder of something vast and undeniable that once was. Scholars tell us that Tartaria wasn't so much an empire as a geographical label slapped on everything from Siberia to Central Asia, Mongolia, and parts of China. They say it was a mishmash of lands ruled by Mongols, Tatars, and various steppe peoples. But what if there's more to the story? What if beneath the surface of this so-called empire lay a rich tapestry of culture, innovation, and perhaps even a sophisticated level of advancement that defied the norms of its time? Now let's turn our attention to the heart of this enigma, the elusive princess. In the grand narrative of official history, there's no mention of a princess of Tartaria. No records, no artifacts, no whispers in the archives. But here's the fascinating twist. In the realm of alternative history, the lore surrounding Tartaria comes alive with intriguing possibilities. Enter Princess Tartaria, a name that echoes with mystery. Born in 1745, she claimed to be the daughter of Empress Elizabeth of Russia. Yet her story took a dramatic turn when Catherine the Great ascended to the throne. Suddenly, Tartaria found herself behind bars, imprisoned in the fortress of St. Petersburg. There she spent her days dreaming of a world beyond the walls, a world she may have never truly known. Did she perish in 1775 as official accounts suggest? Or did she live on, her existence a mere whisper to those who dared to seek her out? And here's the intriguing part. In the grand narrative of Tartaria, she is sometimes viewed as the last surviving heir of the old empire, her bloodline intentionally severed by the Romanovs to secure their grip on power. But our exploration doesn't end with Princess Tartaria, the daughters of the Khanates. The Crimean Khanate and Kazakh hordes, they, too, played their parts in the grand drama of Tartaria. Many of these royal women found themselves married into the Russian or Ottoman dynasties, their fates intertwined with the empires that sought to contain Tartaria's wild spirit. Yet in the grand tapestry of history, their stories often fade into the background. Their roles minimized, their contributions overlooked. What if we view these princesses not merely as pawns in a game of political chess, but as living embodiments of Tartaria's enduring legacy? Each marriage could be seen as a new thread in the fabric of an empire, a way to absorb Tartarian lands and people into larger spheres of influence. In this narrative, the princesses become more than just figures in a history book. They symbolize the very essence of Tartaria's absorption into the wider world. And finally, we come to a more mythic or archetypal understanding of the last great princess of Tartaria. She might not be a single historical person, but a symbol, a representation of the feminine principle, the Sophia archetype, if you will. Think of her as a modern-day Princess Leia, a keeper of ancient wisdom and grace in a time-starved world. In this view, the princess embodies the best of Tartarian culture, its knowledge, its refinement, its connection to the stars. Her story is one of loss, yes, but also of endurance, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. And her disappearance, well, that speaks to the tragic fall of the feminine in a world that values strength over softness, power over peace. So who was the last great princess of Tartaria? Perhaps it's Princess Tartaria, a historical figure whose story got lost in the shuffle of time. Or maybe she's one of the many princesses married into other royal lines, their bloodlines continuing but their heritage erased. Or perhaps she's a combination of all of these women, a symbolic representation of an entire civilization lost. But regardless of her true identity, the legend of the last great princess serves as a powerful reminder of a world that was, and a legacy that endures. As we peel back the layers of history, we find ourselves confronted with the stark reality of our times. Official records, it seems, were meticulously scrubbed after the 18th and 19th century resets. Those mysterious mud floods, fires, and wars that seemed to have erased Tartaria from the face of the earth. In this context, female figures, the royal women of erased dynasties, often fade into obscurity. Their stories are minimized or completely forgotten, overshadowed by the grand narratives of empires that came before them. But what if we resist this erasure? What if we reclaim the narrative and give voice to these forgotten princesses? By doing so, we not only honor their memory, but also uncover a deeper truth about the world we inhabit. We remind ourselves that history is not a static set of events, but a living, breathing tapestry woven with the threads of countless lives. And perhaps in preserving their stories, we also preserve a part of ourselves. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more.